River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts. I'm Dan, along with Eric, here on a Victory Monday. Probably the most unexpected Victory Monday we've had this year. A very, very pleasant surprise to kick off the new year. Eric, how are we doing?
Doing great, Dan. I'm about to pop open a Victory beverage here using my
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So they're still in the running, man. You guys are looking good.
Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. It's so hard. I mean, not really, but like it's so hard to not put on my IU hat right now and stay focused. I'll have words to say about that. I hope the IU cap doesn't make I hope the aftertaste isn't bitter.
No. Still tastes good. Even though I have to use your bottle opener, your ugly ass bottle opener. Still tastes good.
I'm glad. My dad would always say, like, if you lose in a tournament, cheer for that team so you can at least say that you lost to the champs.
Yes.
I've loved that. I've always kept that with me.
Yes.
Yes, guys. Before we get into it, though, yeah, we were off last week. Thank you for the patience. If you're wondering where we were at, I'm somewhat allergic to social media. I'm very bad at it, I know. But we took last week off because I did have a loss in my family. My mom, actually, and the long and the short of it was that she was very sick for quite a while, and she fought the good fight, and just sometimes just cancer sucks. I don't want to belabor it too much on here, but no, we had services and took last week off to just remember her, and appreciate the patience while I left you in the dark on that, but it was but yeah, that's why. And just just hug your loved ones, give them a call, because just you don't know when things could change. And we had more time with her diagnosis than 90% of the people that had what she had. So I'm going to cherish that. I'm obviously going to miss her terribly. And that's all I had to say on that. Just cancer sucks. Just, give your loved ones a hug after you're done listening. But yeah, that housekeeping out of the way, there's quite a bit to celebrate here in the new year. We will obviously address that end of the year disaster because it ties into who we're playing next. But let's go ahead and celebrate the Victory Monday, as we ended up as the 5th seed because of our loss to the Seahawks. We didn't get home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
We were the 6th seed.
Oh, 6th seed. My apologies. Yes, the 5th seed was the Rams still, because the Rams kicked the crap out of the Cardinals, which was a surprise to no one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lost home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which would have been the first time ever. But that aside, we went in to Mr. Jimmy B's backyard in Philadelphia and managed to pull off the upset of the weekend. Barring, I don't know if it'd be an upset. I don't think it's an upset either way tonight while we're taping during the Texans and Steelers. But yeah, no, we beat those Eagles 23-19. Purdy didn't shatter his elbow, but we did lose a pretty critical piece of the team that obviously we'll need to talk about off the bat. But nerdy numbers, Brock Purdy, despite 2 interceptions, still had a pretty good passer rating of 80, 262 yards and 2 tutties. And then Juwan Jennings, he had a trick play 29-yard touchdown to Christian McCaffrey, and he is now tied with Justin Herbert in most touchdowns thrown in playoff games, which is not to throw strays at the Chargers, but I just kind of had to. That's just an amazing stat that Juwan's passer rating is truly perfect.
Yeah.
Christian got held in check in the running game, only 48 yards, but very effective through the air, 66 yards and 2 tutties. So he did hit the 100-yard mark for all of us who are degenerate gamblers.
Yes.
Demarcus Robinson, what a coming out party for him, stepping up without Ricky Pearsall, without Brandon Ayuk, but no surprise there. We've had Brandon the whole year. But Demarcus Robinson, my God, this was the player that I thought we were going to get the entire year, not just random bursts here and there. Juszczyk came clutch with 49 yards on some amazing catches. Juwan Jennings only had his 145-yard catch. Jake Todges stepped up. I do remember his 14-yard catch was pretty cool. But then George Kittle, only one of his 2 targets was caught for 6 yards, and that was the play that took him out. You know what? We can talk about. We need to just Kittle, man. We just need to. We'll talk about the Eagles in a second. But the Kittle blown Achilles. We can't bury this lead anymore. Damn, it's just damn, dude. Like, how I know you were. How deflated did you feel when you saw that? Because I had to report to you during the game.
I was stunned because all I got was because I was preoccupied with something else during the game, unfortunately, and all I heard was that Kittle was hurt, and I didn't see what had happened or anything like that. And then, like I said, you texted me what was going down, and I was just like, oh my gosh! I was like, now, how are we going to win this game without Kittle? I mean, he's the engine that drives the offense. He makes everything go in the passing game. He makes everything go in the running game. I mean, I just didn't see any possible way that we were going to be able to get to victory without him. But, the Niners came in clutch still and managed to pull up, and everybody else stepped up, and we managed to get the victory. Now, I mean, not having Kittle for Seattle is going to be a big game because he's usually the Seahawk killer. And just having him there, to motivate and, carry the energy of the team and do all the things that he does. I mean, I just don't know how many more injuries this team can take to, prime superstar players. I mean, we've lost Bosa, we've lost Warner, we've lost Kittle. Those are just the Pro Bowlers that we've lost. That doesn't account for all the other players that we've lost, this season.
Every one of our linebackers, because if you remember, we were out there with Eric Kendricks and not Wallow, I can't remember. It's something with a W. And those are literally our 6th and 7th linebackers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've got guys coming in off the street playing linebacker for us right now. So, I mean, it's just crazy right now what we're doing and trying to survive. But, this team has a lot of moxie. And they've got a lot of guts to them, and they apparently just don't have any quit in them, and they're ready to just keep going and keep forging through. And this was a huge gutsy win from them. The defense, the defense played really well, held the Eagles to only 19 points. The offense, despite Purdy's 2 interceptions, also played well. So, I mean, this is, I don't know what to make of it, because I mean, this is a team that you see in a game like this, that they really fight it out. I mean, this is going to be one of the better teams they're going to play in the playoffs. So, I mean, the fact that they can beat this team like this just gives you hope, that they can carry that on and take other teams that they're going to face, and pound them into the dirt. I mean,
dude, I was with you in in just the heartbreak and the worry that because Kittle is irreplaceable in the blocking game. Like Kyle schemes up anybody to get open. Like, look at this. Like, it's no offense. It's still replacing Kittle. He's still a monster. But if anybody's going to figure out how to get somebody open, thank God we have the coach that we have.
Yeah.
If the voting wasn't already in, which it definitely is, I hope at least Kyle's nominated. Like, I know we've talked ad nauseum about all the Coach of the Year nominees, but Kyle, it's a disservice if Kyle's not nominated. I'm not saying win, but with all the adversity we've had to go through, and now because of course in the playoffs we're not going to escape injuries. We're losing our second best offensive weapon only to Christian McCaffrey, the human cheat code.
Yeah.
So we figured it out. Like, something about the Eagles defense was still fine. Like, they were still fine. The secondary is still pretty good.
Yeah.
That we held off that pass rush surprisingly well. Like, this Brock Purdy fumble was just, he slipped and the ball bounced out of his hand going to the sideline. And then
that was right before the half, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We still won, so it's not worth belaboring, but I hated the way we ended the half so much.
Yeah, I did too.
Here we go. Just Wallow and Kendricks.
Yeah.
My God, couch surfing to saving our middle defense. These guys played their ass off.
Yeah.
Look, 21 total tackles. Kendricks had 2 tackles for loss. They both had a pass defense. Kendricks was the pass defense that ended the game too.
Yeah.
Like, Kendricks has been with us for a month, but like, this was clearly the most game time action he's had. Wallow was literally signed like last week, and here you go. You're starting in the wild card round in Philadelphia, by the way.
Yeah.
Probably the worst place. We're going to the 2 worst places to be on the road, arguably, Philadelphia and Seattle. There's not much worse stadiums that you could go to besides like Kansas City or New England.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for sure.
But no, it's just echoing what you said, but we just had some grit to us. Look at these numbers that we held them to. Jalen Hurts, I mean, we held him under 200 yards, which is not that hard to do. Not to not to belittle that. We did get 1 sack on him, so we're keeping up with our 1 sack a game average. Saquon, we did hold to like just a hair over 100 yards. We didn't let him kill us. I was worried about Tank Bigsby killing us because he only carried the ball 4 times, but he was pretty darn effective the 4 times he did for 19 yards. And then, Goddard's one of Goddard's touchdowns counted as a rush. Okay, I thought they counted that as a pass still. But yeah, Goddard was the only person that we didn't really contain that well, seemingly because he found the end zone twice. But everyone else, Devonta Smith hit exactly 70 yards. AJ Brown, 7 targets, 3 catches for 25 yards. And I believe, I'm sure there's a drops in here somewhere, but at least
he had at least 1 drop.
I think he had 3 drops. I think one of them was actually broken up, and the other, of the 4, I think 3 of them were drops, and one of them was like actually like broken up.
Okay.
Or overthrown. Like, because AJ, it was bad. And even if it was 2, like AJ was just not, something was just not there. Even Devontae, of his 11 targets, I know he dropped at least 1, if not 2. Just something wasn't right with just, he couldn't connect to everybody consistently, as you can see by these numbers. Everybody was under 50 yards except for Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Which is just incredible. Like, completely anemic on offense. And even for 100 yards, we kept Saquon out of the end zone in general. He didn't get a screen or a run touchdown. So we thought our defense was dead in the water, and look at that. Just look at that. It also helped that their kicker can't kick. So he's not as bad as McManus in Green Bay, but their kicker had a bad day too. I can't believe these guys. All the grit, all the like, this is why even when faith is challenged, like, this is what happens when you start to lose faith. they come back, and then it happens on the inverse sometimes. But this is what being faithful is. Like sometimes little miracles like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the rookies and the second-year players really are standing out. I mean, they're doing a great job. I mean, you got all these guys in here who are playing great. You got Stout there who had a good game.
Stout had a critical 4th down pass breakup very early in the game.
Oh, okay.
And then Siegel stepped up. I think even more in the second half when Brown pulled his hamstring. But Siegel had an amazing game. He was 3rd in tackles. Upton Stout was all over anybody who was lined up in the slot. Stout was over them, and he did fantastic. Just adding the young guys, they did amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, it was great to see them all step up and do their thing. I mean, we still not doing so great generating a pass rush. We got 1 QB hit, 1 sack out of the whole deal. So I mean, I think that's something that I think it's just a fact of life, and it's just going to be what it's going to be for us through the rest of the season. We're going to have to just live with that and know that that's what our identity is. We're not all of a sudden going to get miraculously better at rushing the quarterback. We just don't have the horses or the talent for it. So we're going to have to just focus on doing what we can to contain the run. And, when they do pass, try to make them uncomfortable back there and let the secondary do what they do.
We have to win games on pressure rate because we're not getting home. But on that, we did pretty damn good. I did not see a comfortable Hurts in the second half at all. And we were only down. I mean, look at that. We were only down 13-10 at halftime. And stupid decisions on our last drive are why we weren't tied. I'm still very mad at we literally were like at 40 some seconds, took our sweet lollygagging time to get it down to like 8 seconds, and then Purdy just faked a pass and started running. It was designed sneak, and he was running to the sidelines, and then I think he slipped or tripped, but I think he was trying to slide out of bounds with like 2 seconds left, and he lost the ball before his foot went out of bounds.
Ugh.
And so they called it and then it rolled out of bounds. So they called it a dead ball because he lost it inbounds, automatic 10-second runoff. So halftime.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see that live. That was infuriating. If not for killing 35 seconds, like up to that point when we had them on their heels, we really only needed like 15 yards to get in Eddie's kicking range, even though it was windy as hell. Because he did really shank an extra point. If you didn't see that,
no,
it's probably buried in the highlight. Dude, it's like nothing going forward, no forward momentum at all. It just left. It was bad.
Yikes.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of just splitting hairs. It feels like when at the end we still won by 4, but man, left it all out there. I wish James wasn't on his Eat, Pray, Love trip. I would love to hear his take on this.
I would too. I want my $1 still too that he owes me now.
Was it for the spread or just the win?
Well, for either one, it doesn't matter. I still win.
Okay. Well, good. That's I was gonna say I think the Eagles covered the spread.
No, he gave me points.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Well, now
because the Eagles were favored.
Yeah. Well, now you get the. I can't wait for that to happen. We need to have that as a whole presentation when he's back.
So, but it was good to see the Niners do well. They executed well on 3rd down. I think if you pull up the team stats.
Yeah, here we go. These are always fun to look at too.
Yeah, so they're 6 of 11 on 3rd down. That's great. I mean, that's almost 50, a little over 50%. Held the Eagles to 5 of 16 on 3rd down. That's like 30-some%.
We did. That's almost all from the second half too. Kind of like the Packers couldn't do anything in the second half of their game. We did the right adjustments to keep the Eagles off tilt in the second half, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, the score reflects that. I mean, they only scored 6 points in the second half, and we scored 13. So, I mean, that's the way that the game turned right there. So, it's just a great showing by the team. The team came prepared to play. They came prepared to knock some heads around, and they did what they set out to do, and they got themselves a victory, and they're on to the next round and on to the next opponent, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, I need to highlight this too. Looking at this, I forgot it was 7 penalties to 1. We won the penalty battle by 6.
Yeah.
And I remember they were all very dumb penalties, like offsides, false start.
The Eagles aren't a terribly disciplined team, so.
Jalen Carter got flagged for smoking JJ on his trick play pass to Christian.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got flagged. Dude, he laid him out. Like, I mean, I kind of was surprised, but at the same time, like, I can't blame the guy because, like, I mean, he didn't grab him and pick him up, but like the weight class difference, so to say, just toppled JJ. It was he didn't slow down at all.
Yeah, but he's not. But Juwan's not a quarterback in that scenario. So I mean, he's just a dude. I mean, he shouldn't get any special protections in that scenario.
Yeah, he still got flagged for not excessive roughness, unnecessary roughness.
Oh, okay.
It didn't amount to anything on the extra point or anything, but
yeah.
Yeah, because we declined it, took the touchdown.
Yeah.
It was, but yeah, that's one note that we need to highlight is that, hey, James, your Eagles are very, they got a little sloppy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look there. I mean, it's not often that you win a game when you have 2 turnovers and you lose the time of possession battle by like almost 10 minutes. So, yeah. I mean, like that's pretty impressive that they were able to pull that off. But I mean, they were. They almost had 2 more yards per play over the Eagles than what the Eagles had. And they were just generating offense and moving the ball better when they did. Even when they had, series where they didn't go down and get points, they were still moving the ball, somewhat effectively. We still can't run, which I don't really understand why we can't run this season, but we still can't run the ball very well. So, I mean, everything lives on Purdy's arm, but I mean, Purdy is showing why he's worth $50 million a year. I mean, right now, it's very hard for me to say because I don't really believe that anybody's worth $50 million a year, but I mean, the market is what the market is, and the market dictates that he gets paid $50 million a year. So, yeah. But he's showing what
contract money, baby.
Yeah. But I mean, he's showing why he should be considered one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. No more of this, I mean, Mr. Irrelevant, whatever you want to call him, last pick of the draft, fine, that's whatever. But people need to start putting a little bit more respect on his name in terms of what he can do in this offense and in this scheme, and with Kyle as the coach and with the players around him. Not saying that he's a product of that offense, but I mean, he benefits from playing in that offense, certainly. But he's good. I mean, he's truly good at what he does. He's a good quarterback. Does he make mistakes? Yes. Is he? I tried to. Who was I talking to when I tried to explain that to the other day? To me, he's like Brett Favre. He's just a gunslinger. Oh, yeah. He's like a gunslinger back there. I mean, he's going to make plays with his. If you remember Favre back in his days with Green Bay, he'd make plays with his feet. He was never a runner, but he was a scrambler, right? He'd scramble around. He'd get out of trouble. He'd make plays with his feet, and he'd throw, and he'd make the these throws that you would be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he made that throw. That was an impossible throw. That was a crazy throw. He'd make these throws that you were just out, completely bamboozled by the fact that he even attempted that throw. But then at the same time, he'd throw like this like disastrous interception that you were just like, oh my gosh, why on earth did he throw that? Like the second one to that Mitchell picked off. Like, why is he even throwing that ball there? I mean, the guy is covered as could be. There's no way he's going to squeeze that ball in there.
Yeah, that pass was a bad decision. Like, don't die by the sack, but sometimes taking a sack is better, and most of the time Purdy would rather throw a pick than take a sack.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, he's just like a new generation Brett Favre. I mean, he just kind of slings the ball around. He doesn't seem to get phased by the mistakes that he makes. They don't seem to bother him, which is a great characteristic. Because he'll throw an interception and he'll go right back out there and just start ripping the ball again. And so, I mean, he's carried this team on his back since he's come back from the injury the second time. And, they've been playing like an elite offense most weeks since then. And that's mostly credit to him because he's able to elevate. I mean, Mac Jones did fine. I'm not shitting on Mac by any stretch of the imagination, but Purdy takes it to a different level, and it shows. And it shows in this game this past weekend against the Eagles. I mean, we didn't score 35 points or anything like that, but we were able to score enough points to win, and that was all basically due to Purdy because he was without Kittle for most of the game. He was out without a running game from Christian McCaffrey, and just making things happen.
Wasn't it James that said that if the Eagles allowed 21 points or more scored, they were like 1-4? And if
I think so, yeah.
And if they kept the opponent under 21, then they had like one loss.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was completely inverted depending if the opponent scored 21 or more points.
Yeah, I think so.
And we broke our own curse. Kyle actually won. We technically scored on the very first play of the fourth quarter, so I don't know if that still counts.
I think it still counts. I think he's like 2-38 now.
We entered the fourth quarter behind, and we won. Second time in 9 years. Second time in 9 years that Kyle has beaten those odds, which is incredible.
Yeah.
One that you lose that many times when you're behind in the fourth quarter.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So no, but it was a great game overall. I mean, like I said, I only got to see pieces and parts of it. The parts that I saw were good for the most part. And I think it poses an interesting challenge and an interesting opportunity, and they've got a really good shot at taking down the Seattle Seahawks next week.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I think this is a perfect time to give a little shout out to our sponsor, who is right here. Here we go. We have a sponsor, if you haven't seen yet. And it's pretty cool. This ad's pretty awesome. We're very happy to have him with us. Here we go. That is right, everybody. We are sponsored by the AAL Columbus Lions. They are an indoor league football team. They are in their off season right now, but you can go ahead and check out the season tickets here. You can check out all their socials. And I actually closed the tab on here just to go to the homepage. But if you are listening to this the day the episode drops, there are 5 days. We are 5 days away from open tryouts. So if you want to take your shot at being a part of the Columbus Lions this year, open tryouts right here, Saturday, January 17th. I'll just refresh that to pull it up there. Here we go. Saturday the 17th, 5 days from when this drops, or 4, I can't count. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. See if you have what it takes to be a Lion. And thank you, Columbus Lions, for being a sponsor of our show and being a part of the Shady Sports Network of programming.
How fun would that be to go to open tryouts, right?
Oh, dude, amazing. That would be I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd be so down. I mean, I would definitely not make it. I am not quite that built, but
yeah, I mean, you could try out to be like a kicker or a punter.
Yeah, or maybe I could still be a free safety. Like if I have the momentum, like flying down at a running back, maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I've only seen the top half of your body, but
It's
you
it's
might break in half.
it is equally unimpressive. I was a cross country runner for a reason.
Okay.
Well, with that, again, thank you guys for being a sponsor of the show. We have to, while we were gone, we did not have the opportunity to talk about how big of a downer ending the season was. We had true home field advantage for the playoffs on the line since the
Yeah.
Super Bowl's in Santa Clara. And we hosted the Seahawks, and we even broke out the rivalry uniform, which we had to wipe egg off our face because the game actually mattered. We laughed pretty hard about, oh, it's week 18. Like, where are the chances it's going to matter? It mattered and then some. It was
Yeah.
it was a little bit more than mattered. Like, yes, we were both in the playoffs, but division title, true home field advantage for us. And now Seattle gets to stay at home until they get to the Super Bowl. And we have to, I like what Kyle put, we had to go the hard way.
Yeah.
But we got one notch in our belt. Killing my metaphors here. We got one of those knocked out. And now we're going to Seattle, going round 3 because the Packers lost to the Bears. We were the lowest seed, so guess who gets to go back to Seattle? It's probably going to be at 8:30, I'd imagine. Like, viewers, that TBD. As of we're taping this at 8:00 on Monday. We don't know yet. It's going to happen. It's going to happen if we stay recording for another hour, but we're not.
Yeah, I'm assuming they'll announce it at halftime of the
it's
game going on right now.
The Saturday games are 4:30 and 8:30, and the Sunday games are what 3:30 and 6:30, something like that. Like we're gonna get 8:30 on Saturday. It's a division rivalry. Seahawks are the number 1 seed. They're gonna want to put us in the spotlight again after what happened last time. Because I mean, for kicking our ass, it was still 13-3.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and they're both West Coast teams, so I mean, they're going to put them in the later time slot.
like it's gonna be. That is a very fair point. But no, it's so kind of coupling these together. I should go ahead. There's nothing else really here. Like, we're playing each other on the 17th, and we've opened as 7-point underdogs. I can't believe
7-point underdogs. Oh my gosh, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that should be 6 or 5. Like,
oh, that should be less than that in my regard. It should be like 3.
You think it's really going to be 3? Like, I mean, I agree. I agree. I think it's going to be a very close game. But for like first day open in Vegas, us at 7, I will agree is a little low. But I mean, I wouldn't think that we're that favorable or that close.
I think that line will come down a lot by the time that we get to Saturday. I bet that line will come down to 5.
Well, it's probably still overreacting to Kittle being injured. Got to take that into consideration because at face value, losing Kittle really sucks.
It does, but I mean, Tonjes has been good when Kittle was out. I mean, he's not Kittle, but I mean, he was good when Kittle was out. I mean, he played fine in Kittle's as a replacement. I mean, we talked about him numerous times on the podcast about how good he had done and how well he was doing in place of Kittle and things like that. So I mean, I
love Tonjes. I think he's great.
There's a drop off in the blocking, obviously, but I mean, as far as the receiving goes, I don't think there's a drop off, but I don't think it's as catastrophic as we might think it is.
Yeah. Are we going to trust him? Like, look at here. Are we going to trust him for 7 targets, 5 catches? Like, ignore the 29 yards, but are we going to trust him with 7 targets? Like, is Kyle going to figure out a way to scheme that much for him, or is that going to result in spreading the ball? Like, we still have Kendrick Bourne, who was amazing with Mac. Demarcus Robinson showed that he can actually play. Juwan Jennings, we know can play. Like, it's not like we don't have people to throw to.
Yeah, I think you'll get 4. I think you'll get 4 targets probably in the game. Probably would be my assumption. He'll probably get 4 targets just based on how the game goes. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. I mean, I'm not scared of the Seahawks at all. So, I mean, that's just what it comes down to. And I don't think that the Niners are, I mean, I guess I don't think that professional athletes get scared of another team as it is anyways. But,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I'm sure there are some times when you go against another team that you're just like, I mean, I know from playing hockey when I did, you know, just in my little amateur drop-in league, you know, there were some teams that we would play that I'm just like, okay, you know, we're playing these guys tonight. Well, this is going to be a shit show because we're going to get killed because these guys are really, really good and we're not that great. So I mean,
you're realistic with the gravity of the situation.
yeah. So I mean, I'm sure that even as pro athletes, you go into a situation where you're just like, okay, like, you know, this team is really, really good and we're not so great. So, I mean, you know, we're probably going to get our butts handed to us. I don't think anybody on this Niners team thinks that. I mean, I think these Niners, they've won 13 games now. So, I mean, they're just as good as anybody else in the NFL. They've played with everybody else in the NFL. They've shown that they can win with offense. They've shown that they can win with a little bit of defense. They've shown that they can win with a blend of both of offense and defense. So, I mean, and they've already beat the Seahawks once before.
We didn't have like cupcake wins, like not all of them. Like we beat the Rams in LA.
Yeah.
We beat I say that and I'm stumbling. Carolina turned out to be a pretty good team. We beat them at home. We beat Cleveland, who had a pretty damn good defense, even though that offense stinks.
Yeah.
And then we held our own against Chicago, even though it came down to a pass getting thrown to the dirt. But we had to keep up with them, and we started out in a hole with that pick six.
Yeah. But I mean, we beat Seattle earlier on, first game of the season. We beat them. We've held Seattle to 13 points twice already this season. So I mean, what's to say that we can't hold Seattle to 13 points again in a third matchup? And if you're going to tell me that we're going to hold Seattle to 13 points again, I'm going to tell you that the 49ers are going to win. The 49ers are not going to get held to 3 points again against Seattle. It's just not going to happen. I don't believe that. So
just seeing that here and you saying that out loud, that was the first time it hit me that they did score the identical score twice.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome. We held them under 2 touchdowns, even though we did lose. That's the thing with this game, though. Like, I still have that pit of like, man, they just dominated us. Like, I'm going to pull up the team stats because we love these. Like, good God, they dominated us. But it was still 13-3. It was a 2-score, 10-point game almost the whole damn game.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
like,
we just
this was a baseball game score wise.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we just didn't play well. I mean, I think is what it really comes down to. I'm not really convinced. I'm not 100% convinced in that particular game that the Seahawks did anything that was tremendously better than what they did the first time that we played them. I just think that we didn't play very well offensively for whatever reason. I think that we were just off on our timing, off on our schemes, off on whatever. You'd have to show me, or I'd have to look it up too. You know, what our running numbers were in the first game versus the second game. I know we didn't run very effectively in the first game either.
I don't remember what else is in. If I open up another window, that's why I'm hiding it.
Yeah.
I am going to pull. This is going to be fascinating to look at, though. So I can jump between the two of them. There's game one. I think I can only bring up one at a time, though.
Well, that's fine.
Let's see. Okay, so team stats. Let's compare this. Listeners, is the week one.
So rushing, we had 119 yards rushing the first game.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that second game. So, I mean, that to me is the only difference in the two games, is that we were not able to rush the ball in the second game. Now we're going to have to figure that out, and we're going to have to figure out how to rush the ball. Even if it's just a little bit, we're going to have to figure out how to rush the ball in this upcoming game. If we can rush the ball and do a decent amount of running, we'll be just fine.
This is wow. This is incredible how flip-flop this is. Like the things I'm seeing here, third down efficiency, 30% to 50%. Where's penalties 9 to 4, and time of possession 38 minutes basically to 22. That was week 1, favoring us, including we had 9 penalties. We had 50% to Seattle's 30%. When you look at it this time around in week 18, that is the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. The Seahawks had the ball for just shy of 38 minutes. They won the penalty battle, which is funny. They had 5 penalties and we had 3. And they had 13 third down conversion attempts. They only converted 6, so like 48, whatever technically. And then we were more or less 30. We were more or less 30% at 2 for 9.
Yeah.
And on fourth downs, we were perfect 2 for 2. They didn't even attempt 1. And then, okay, never mind. Forget that. We both failed on our fourth downs.
But look at the rushing yards in the first game or in the second game or whatever, whichever one you're on right now.
This is week 18.
Yeah, so this is them. They had 180 rushing yards. We had 53. And you go back to the other game, and it's basically the inverse. We have 119. They have 84. So, I mean, it's whoever's able to rush the ball, control the clock, wins the game.
Oh, and we were dead even in the turnover battle because they fumbled twice and we threw 2 picks. So that was balanced out.
Yeah.
And cool, we threw 1 pick and we still only lost by 10. So like the turnover game didn't exactly even matter in the second game.
I'm not scared of the Seahawks at all in any way, shape, or form. I think we can beat them. All we've got to be able to do is run the ball. If we can crack 100 yards rushing cumulative across whatever combination of people Shanahan decides to use to get to there, we'll be just fine.
Let's give Isaac Garindo. Let's get him. Let's keep him active this time and use Brian more. Like, yes, I get it. It's Christian. You don't want to sit Christian because he's Christian. I get it. But Brian is a totally different runner. He's an up, down, just run through the tackles, head down. Like if he gets the steam, he's a bulldozer. Yeah. And we can use that for a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Did we even use Brian last time?
I was going to look and see.
We twice for 9 yards in week 18. And I guarantee you we didn't use him in week 1 because we didn't use Brian at all. Nope. I swear we didn't use Brian at all for like the first month.
He gets traded to our team. He's like, man, I can't wait to be a 1-2 punch with Christian McCaffrey. Wait, what do you mean I don't get to play?
Yeah, he didn't. I think he literally didn't get his first touch until like October. Now I got to look it up because wow, I'm amazed he even had 400 yards. That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Why can't I see the whole season? Is this game by game? Nope, that's just season by season. Damn it.
Oh, well, I'll show you the whole season right there.
Oh, if I click it, maybe 25.
Yeah.
Because I need to know now because I've been cracking. Nope. God.
No, go back on screen. Okay, now stop. Stop being frantic. There, rushing stats, the very top. He had 400 yards rushing.
I wanted to see game by game though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
have to go to game log at the top.
Game log. There we go. See, you know how to do this.
That's why I'm usually the guy that looks up all the stats.
Here we go. Where?
Now look, see, he had 9 carries in that first game against Seattle.
Oh, it must have just been squeezed. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just blind. There we go. Okay. I thought he didn't touch the ball for like a month. Okay.
See? So there you go. 33 yards first game. So I mean, just get him some touches. Let him we need to stop their running game and we need to make our running game work. If we can make our running game work and slow their running game down and get Ricky back, that's another big thing. Yeah. Ricky's gonna play. If Ricky can play, we'll be solid. Not scared by the Eagles or the Seahawks at all.
Were you worried about the Eagles game beforehand? Just to ask
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was too. We're going into we're going into Philly. We have a very recent rivalry with them. Like we have very fresh memories that a majority of that roster was there.
And Philly has stars all over the roster.
Yeah, at least half our roster is still there from 23, if not like 70%. Like it's we hate them.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, when you look at Philly's roster, I mean, they've got Saquon at running back, they've got AJ, they've got Devonta Smith, they've got Goddard, which I mean, I don't know that he's a star per se, but he's really effective in the role that they cast him in.
He is punching above his weight for his age and experience in the league. He shouldn't be this good still.
Yeah. So I mean, they've got lots of talent on offense, and their offensive line is very, very good.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're really set on offense. It just holds them back for some reason. Like he's a conundrum. I mean, like he plays really well sometimes, and then other times he just like sinks into a shell and like doesn't play very well. I don't really get it. So thank you for sinking into a shell this past weekend. Hurts, but I don't know what the deal is with you. You would be very frustrating to watch if you were my quarterback. And then defensively, they've got stars at each layer of the defense on that team too. So yeah, I was very worried about playing the Eagles. I thought that was a game that I thought we could seriously get smashed in, but we didn't. And so here we are moving on to the next round. And I think that the 49ers can very easily take out the Seahawks.
You're making me feel better about it. You're making me feel better about it. Like looking at it too, like I know week 1 and week 18 are very different teams, but we held Sam Darnold under 200 passing yards both times.
Yeah.
And he didn't throw a touchdown in either game.
Huh.
So we didn't give up much in the passing game. The running game, we did much. It was literally a 100-yard difference between.
Yeah.
So, maybe just being at Seattle, being the underdogs, like hopefully they underestimate us a little bit. But, this is just 2 weeks later, like going SmackDown again with them, the team that I hate the most. Like I understand you with the Rams, but just my personal history, like coming into football during the like really being awoken into like deep nerddom with football was during the Legion of Boom, so to say. So
yeah.
That forever will make the Seahawks the team I hate the most. And
yeah, very understandable there. So, but yeah, I mean, there's just a couple of key things in this game that if we can just change them around and do them a little bit differently, I think we're going to win. Now, if we can't run the ball, I don't see a path to victory for us in this particular game. But I think if we can just run the ball and pile up, I don't even know if it's got to be 100 yards, but I mean, if you just run the ball somewhat effectively,
yeah,
I think we'll be just fine. I mean,
there's one thing too that people are betting that our betting is not going to happen because Sam beat the Niners in week 18 for the number 1 seed. He got it this time. Like his stats, like, yeah, the completions were fine and he got to lean on the running game, but say we do plug up the run like we did against Saquon, playoff Sam Darnold wasn't very good last year. Sam Darnold has very little experience in the spotlight, and the experience he has had has not been very good.
Yeah.
Like, is that gonna, like, that's an X factor to me. Is Sam Darnold gonna handle the pressure? Because Purdy's been to a Super Bowl, mind you.
Yeah.
He's been to NFC Championship games. He's been to a Super Bowl. Purdy knows what the spotlight is. And going to Seattle's not going to get under his skin, and Kyle's not going to let it get under the skin of anybody.
No,
like
no.
we're playing. Like if we're being real, we're playing with house money. Like we're just kind of happy to be here.
Oh yeah,
we've already had an amazing season.
yeah. The guys on the team are just pumped and ready to go and happy to be here and ready to play the next game. Because like you said, they're playing with house money at this point because nobody thought they were going to make it this far, and nobody thought they were going to be this good, and nobody thought they were going to get where they've gotten to. So
no one thought we were going to have 9 wins, like a 500. No one thought we were going to hit, including me at some points. Didn't think we were going to hit 500. Didn't think we were going to hit double-digit wins. Didn't think we were going to lock up a wild card spot 3 weeks early.
Yeah.
And then win a playoff game in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon where we're at right now.
Yeah. Now the question I have is, do you think Fred comes back?
Not this game.
Next game?
if we manage to pull this off, we still have to see, like, they probably aren't going to open his practice window like early. Like, I think Kyle and John are only opening the window like if he's going to play. We're not giving him that 21-day grace period.
Right.
And they didn't open it yet. It's as of Monday. They didn't open it yet. So I think he's not going to play this week already just because it's Monday. But
yeah. I mean, if they didn't open his practice window, you're probably right. He's probably not going to play.
If we win this game, I bet next Monday we're going to see Fred's practice window open. I'm no medical expert.
Right.
I'm no medical expert, but that's what the rumor mill is turning out. Kyle has lied to us many times, though. So
Kyle is a big fat liar.
I mean, to be fair, Kyle is not the one really pushing these rumors. But
no, but he lies all the time about people being injured and playing and stuff too. So
Kyle's not going to open that practice window unless he's going to play that week. Like, I know that much. I feel confident that I know that much about Kyle.
Fred plays if they make it to the Super Bowl, though, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. If he's been actually making the progress that they're saying he is, like Wallow and
Kendricks
did spectacular against the Eagles. Our run defense looks so much better. Our just coverage in the middle was so much better for sitting on the couch as long as they were. Like, no offense to Kendricks, I know he's been with us for a month.
Yeah,
but they really stepped it up, and we were hurting so bad on linebacker.
Yeah.
And if we get D Winters back next week against the Seahawks, then we can rotate the three of them. If we get I know Tatum's not coming back, but I mean, dude, if we have D in both of them, like I'll sleep a lot better knowing our linebacking core is actually like decent now.
And that could be a big difference in the matchup from what we had in week 18 too, because in week 18 we were really down bad in the linebacker spot. So I mean, that's why they were able to run for 180 yards.
We were out there with Curtis Robinson and Nick Martin. Or no, Nick Martin was on IR at the time. Yeah, no, we were out there with a D Winters that got hurt. Curtis Robinson, God bless him, man of the year for us, but he's not that great. Like, there's a reason that he was fifth string.
Yeah.
Our linebacker, no, if we can hold, we held Saquon out of the end zone at least. Like, yes, he got 100 yards, but he's kind of a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like, if we can hold both of these guys under 70, like knock off 4 yards off of him, knock 20 yards off of him, that alone is going to make such a huge difference if we can hold them both like under 70. Like, honestly,
I agree.
I think it would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
And put it on Sam, prove that he is not a playoff, like, just prove that he's not going to choke in the playoffs. Like, make him prove with his arm that he can handle the moment. Because I'm not convinced that playoff Sam is gone. I'm not convinced that playoff Sam's gone yet.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think that's an excellent strategy, is to make Darnold beat us. And if we lose to Sam Darnold because he throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, then so be it. Then I guess that's how it goes. But I don't want to lose to Walker and Charbonnet running for 150, 60 yards together again. I don't want to do that. So
we need to replicate this. Hold them both under 50. Keep Sam Darnold under 200. Keep him out of the end zone because he's still not throwing a touchdown pass against us. But we need to get closer to holding them under 50 like this and not both over 70.
Right. Yes. And I mean, it just shows. I mean, yes, week 1 was different, right? We had Warner. Yes, we had Bosa. So, I mean, yes, and we had Mikal Williams. I mean, it was a different team. I'm not naive enough to understand that. But, I mean, I think that we still have the capability. I mean, those guys are going to get, based on the last, 7-8 weeks at this point in time, those guys are going to get to 100 yards in some way, shape, or form. I mean, we haven't held a team under 100 yards rushing in quite some time at this point.
No, we're atrocious. We're atrocious in like overall run defense. Like, let's not just lie on here.
Yeah. So I mean, they're going to get to 100 yards in some way, shape, or form, but the key is how many yards can we get on the ground as well? And I mean, I think that's where we have to get to, is that we've got to be able to run. We've got to be able to get our rushing game going. And we've got to be able to get the yards that we need to get to. And
Yeah.
I think as long as we can do that, that'll allow us to control the clock and control the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but I mean, we've proven we can beat teams that get to 100 yards rushing if we just do what we need to do on offense. And we just didn't do in this game that you've got up here, the Week 18 game. We didn't do what we needed to do in offense. I mean, you can just see it. It's just an anemic offensive output. But I don't think that was because of the Seattle defense, because there, if you look, the Seattle defense in Week 1.
Oh, here we go.
The Seattle defense in Week 1 didn't slow us down. Purdy had 200 and some yards through the air.
There we go.
McCaffrey had 69 yards on the ground. I mean,
but then also 73 through the air.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, we did fine. I mean, it wasn't a bad situation. So, I mean, you know, can we just replicate this game again? I don't see why we can't do something similar, would be what I would say, right? You know, it's not going to be the same because we were just missing pieces now, but I don't see why we can't do something similar to this and come out with a win. Now, maybe it looks different. Maybe it's a 24-20. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it comes down to Eddie making a kick at the last minute or something like that. But I think that the 49ers could win this game. Like I said, Seattle doesn't scare me at all. I'm happy that we drew. Happy is an exaggeration, but I'm not put off by the fact that we drew Seattle in the next round.
I'm trying to do the math.
The only team that scares me left in the NFC is the Rams. The Rams still just scare me.
Yeah, the Rams are a different kind of gritty. Like I think we underestimated. I remember when I said the Panthers like literally are Jekyll and Hyde, and they literally are an 8-win team that looks fantastic, or they're an 8-loss team that looks awful.
Yeah,
that 8-win good team gave the Rams a run for their money.
Yeah.
So the Rams are beatable, and so I mean this. I would be worried about them if we have to face them in the NFC Championship for sure. Dude, if we have to play both NFC West again, like that would be amazing. I think if we survive the gauntlet of the Eagles, Seahawks, Rams, I'd say it doesn't matter who the AFC is. We actually have a shot at the Super Bowl. Like,
oh, I would agree.
Finally.
Yeah.
After all the crap that we went through to trip on our own ding dong in the Super Bowl, like I would consider taking a year off football. I'd be so sad. I'd be so damn sad losing the 4th Super Bowl in a row especially after all this BS that we dealt with this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take the moral victory. You had house money. I've seen 4 Super Bowl losses. Like,
yeah, that would be crushing.
But no, like, don't jump the gun. We gotta worry about Seattle.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like going to Chicago would also kind of suck.
Going to Chicago could suck just because if it snows or something like that. I mean, like that would be the downside because Purdy hasn't shown that he can play in weather. But I'm
also Chicago. Ben Johnson knows how to pick our defense very, very well.
Yeah. At the same time, though, Chicago's not good. I mean, like they just they keep winning by luck. I mean, like at some point in time, their luck is going to run out. I mean, I don't know how to say it other than that. I mean, they keep coming back and getting these miraculous 4th quarter victories, and at some point in time, like that's just going to stop working. I mean, it ran out versus us. They didn't come up with a victory versus us in the 4th quarter, and at some point in time, those teams they just run out of magic. And so, I mean, I'm not particularly concerned by them either. I mean, we just blazed up and down the field against the Bears. I mean, like, it was like they didn't even have a defense outside of the couple of turnovers that they generated, I think. That was the only downside in that game. But I mean, outside of that, there was nothing in that game. I mean, that should have been a 2-score game, really, if Purdy didn't throw that pick 6 on the first play of the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a 2-score game. I'm not worried about the Bears in any way, shape, or form.
You know what? Thank you. You've set realistic parameters, brought it back to me. Like, no, that's like, I don't know. I guess I'm still just in the glow of like, holy crap, we're actually here. Like, we actually made the division. I can't believe we made the divisional round.
I can't either.
two of our opponents are here with us, and then the Bears.
Yeah.
It's all NFC West except Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's probably going to be an NFC West conference final. It's just a question of who's going to be in there. It's going to be either us or Seattle facing the Rams, because I don't think that the Bears are going to beat the Rams.
Honestly, I would take the Rams too. I love my dad's team, but I don't know if they're going to be able to handle MVP Stafford. He's awesome, and that defense is sick.
Yeah,
they got a very, very good
See, that's just so disrespectful. The Rams are only favored by 3.5 over the Chicago Bears, and the Seahawks are favored by 7 over the 49ers. It's just disrespectful. Just disrespectful. I'm so put off by that.
Vegas is not giving us an inch. They're not giving us a prayer in this game.
I'm gonna bet that 49ers line at +7 before it goes down. I'm telling you, I'm gonna bet that line, because the 49ers are gonna cover that line.
Oh yeah, this game's gonna be decided by 7 or less. This is not gonna be a blowout. Either way, this is not gonna be a blowout.
I hope not.
I can feel that it's gonna be close. Whoever wins this game has to earn it.
Yeah.
Because you see what the domination was. They still only beat us by 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly a blowout. We were in the game the whole time until Purdy threw that pick. When Purdy threw that pick in the third quarter, then it was done.
Yeah.
We were cooked at that
point.
Which
wasn't even really his fault, but
that was pressure in his face. He had the right read. Christian was open. It just... if Christian didn't even try to catch it or just smack it, then who knows? Maybe we get a touchdown the next play and then we win the game. Who knows? Yeah. That was just wrong. It's just the right play, the fluky outcome, like the end of Super Bowl 49. Every other time that ball's caught.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think with that, this has been a fun return to the mic. Time to do our ad read, which is my favorite part. This is why I always
It's my favorite part of the show, because I just sit here quietly for 5 minutes.
This is why I always offloaded it to James, because he loved doing this part. Of course, just joking. But guys, we are selling T-shirts. These are on our Bonfire store. Oh no, that's right.
Royal
Thank you for the
Retros.
visual cue. Yes. I took a week off. Give me a break.
It's fine.
Royal Retros. Yes, please be our sponsor. I did not forget you on purpose.
There it is.
Royal Retros. They've been with us for a long time. We love them. Royal Retros is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, any of the major sports. They got you covered. And for all of us Bay Area fans still riding high for beating Philadelphia, go check them out now. Find a throwback Niners jersey, a football or a baseball Giants jersey. It's all curated with us in mind in the Candlestick collection. And when you find something that you like, whether it's there or anything else in the store, use this promo code Shady Sports. It'll get you 10% off of your entire order, regardless what's in your cart. Again, it's that promo code Shady Sports. It gets you 10% off of your entire order. It helps us out. It helps out our entire family of programming at Shady Sports Network. And yeah, just they've been an awesome sponsor. They have great products on there. Please go check it out. And when you do, you get 10% off your order courtesy of us, just as long as you use that promo code Shady Sports at checkout. Again, royalretros.com. Go get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today. Now we sell our own t-shirts as well on bonfire.com. We were inspired to create these t-shirts because of the litany of issues that have come out in the news regarding owners. Obviously, Dan Snyder. Then there's Tepper with the Panthers. I'm no longer poo-pooing the late Colts owner, but I'd be obviously just turning a blind eye if he didn't have a checkered past of his own. But yeah, all the owners, there's typically something. If you just have to look, and that's the thing. When a player gets in trouble, we find out immediately. When an owner gets in trouble or does something shady, they find ways to have it covered up for months or weeks or years. And we just want owner standards to be the same as player standards. We want hashtag owner accountability. And to put our money where our mouth is, we have designed these t-shirts. This first one is just our saying. You see it in the ticker below us. Owner standards greater than players standards. Hashtag owner accountability. And like all of these shirts, they are made to order. You just pick your style, a t-shirt, long sleeve, a pullover, or crew neck. Then you pick your size. Not that much color variance outside of this shirt, but you just fill in the gaps and throw it in your cart. Again, the link to the Bonfire store is in our show notes. Our next one is our cover art. When you listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, or when you see at the start and end of our YouTube channel videos, you see this, and now you can rock this on a t-shirt. Same thing as the other shirt, made to order. Pick your style and size. Pricing starts at $22.99. Our alternate cover art is what we call this one. I recommend keeping this one in red or maybe the maroon. The maroon's kind of cool, but obviously red fits the Niners. Again, made to order. Pick your style, pick your size. Pricing starts at $22.99. This one is just beautiful. Love this one. And then our last shirt is our alternate. I like to call this our minor league baseball alternate mascot. It is a peanut eating a bowl of peanuts with his Niners hat on. Just in the glow that we actually survived Wild Card Weekend. We are patiently waiting for the confirmation that the game is going to be at 8:30. On our Friday episode, we'll obviously confirm it. But just like with all the other shirts, pick your style, pick your size, and all the proceeds from these shirts go to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. It is a crisis center in Kentucky. Just leaving that there on the screen so you can see it there too. If you want information on Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, like I said, it's a women's shelter in Kentucky. All the proceeds from the shirts are going to be going there. Information on them is in the show notes as well, next to the Bonfire store. We just want you to have a cool t-shirt and know that you're helping some women and families in need at the same time. So now with that, like I said, unless Eric can confirm, have you checked socials? Did they drop the times yet, or are we still a little too early?
I have not seen the times yet.
Nope, maybe. I'll check.
It'll probably be at halftime.
Yeah, but you're still a little bit away from.
Yeah,
nope.
It just started the second quarter.
Okay. Yep. Oh well. We'll assume it is Saturday at 8:30 Eastern, unless we have to make a correction at the top of Friday's episode.
For what it's worth, ESPN has us listed second game on Saturday.
Okay, then we're 8:30.
Yeah, but
there's no way we're not 8:30. I refuse to believe we're not the second game on Saturday.
No, I would be very, very surprised if we were not.
It's weird that we know the day, but we just don't know the time or networks yet. Like maybe it's the networks that they're still really figuring out.
Probably, yeah. Probably. God, I hope it's not on something I don't have. That would suck.
Does Prime have a stake in a divisional round game?
I'm not sure.
Because I thought that Prime only had a wild card. I'm not sure though.
Well, it's going to be what it's CBS, Fox, NBC, and probably ABC, right? So probably one for each of them.
ESP, yeah, the ABC, ESPN, yeah. Now that you say that, I bet we are gonna be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman Saturday night.
I'd be okay with that.
That's my guess. We'll see if I win my dollar or not on Friday's episode. Because if it's not ESPN, it's gonna be Fox. Like it's gonna be Tom and Kevin again, or it's gonna be Joe and Troy.
Yeah, we're
not getting Tony and Gene or whoever he's with.
Jim Nance.
Jim, thank you. We're not getting Jim and Tony. We're not getting Sunday night because obviously Sunday night they're gonna do the 6:30 Sunday 6 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to get that game.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be interesting to see in an hour.
Yeah.
Our time.
Yep.
Anything? Any quick news blurbs to throw out there?
Let's see. Well, the Falcons interviewed Harbaugh, who is vetting various teams. I don't really know why Harbaugh would go to the Falcons, but there's that.
They just hired Matt Ryan as the president of football, not football operations, mind you, the president of football.
Yeah. Ben Johnson is not sorry for his rant about not liking the Packers in the locker room. I appreciate that. I think that's pretty awesome. So I love a good villain.
I'd hardly call that a rant. He just said F you very, very loudly.
So appreciate that.
That was awesome. I love that. I love Ben.
Yeah. Bills lost Gabe Davis to a torn ACL, so he'll be out. Their safety Poyer is out as well, and Gonzalez for the Pats is in concussion protocol. Oh, and Stafford has a boo-boo on his index finger. He's got a finger sprain, but he's going to be good to go.
I saw that play. He smacked his hand real good on one of the Panthers players.
Yeah. And for the evergreen portion of the podcast, with 14-18 remaining in the second quarter, it is 3-0 Steelers.
Ooh, that stinks. I was pulling for the Texans. I mean, they're still very early. I was pulling for the Texans, though.
I still think the Texans are going to win that game. I can't imagine that the Steelers are going to pull that game off, but I mean, anything is possible, I guess.
Dude, in this wildcard weekend and anything. And you mentioning Harbaugh just gave me, we have a parlay to talk about, but with how little variables we have to play with, we're going to have to address this coaching carousel because Black Monday was wild.
Yes, it was.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, we are going to have an episode on Friday. Just one more time. Thank you guys for being patient. While we were off, it was a difficult week, but it's not. It honestly is nice to be back on the mic and to have football to talk about. Not so much as like a distraction. It just kind of feels like, I don't know. It just feels good to get to talk football after just such a heavy week, so soon after the holidays too. And yeah, just cancer sucks. Just it sucks. Just if you haven't in a while, just say hi to your friends and family, just because you don't know what can change any given day. So, not to end on such a somber note, but yeah, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We are going to be back on Friday, and we will know for sure what channel and time our Saturday game against the Seahawks will be. We'll have a parlay. We'll try to talk about the coaching carousel. Yeah, good to be back, and Happy New Year, everybody. This was our first episode of 2026.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Outro music is River Road by Justin Muth. And yeah, let's beat the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, kick Seahawks ass.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow lines? River Road, they love the way